Hi guys, thanks for joining us today. We have two special guests here on our station. We have Ro and Victoria. So they're going to let us know a little bit more about our Comic-Con here in Salt Lake. So let's just get into it. So let's start off. So what is this event?
Well, Comic-Con or Salt Lake Comic-Con is a pop culture event. What we do is we bring together some of the biggest stars in the con and pop culture world, and we bring them to the city.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So I know you guys have like a lot of volunteers. So just to say, or just to give a little insight, why should someone volunteer?
Tori, you want to take it?
Sure. I think someone should volunteer because, one, it's just a lot of fun to be at this event, to be there and see all the different people from everywhere come and gather here. And it's just a great experience and something that makes you feel good doing it.
Awesome. And if I didn't say it before, guys, we have Ro, who is actually one of the staff members for Comic-Con here. And we also have Victoria. She's actually a volunteer. So what do volunteers do, Victoria?
There are different things that volunteers could do. There are three main things that they could do, which are celebrity row, security team, and customer interaction. And it kind of just depends on what your experience is with volunteering, where you're going to be put. But anything you get put in is going to be fun.
So I know you mentioned some of the areas, like what are all of the different areas that you need volunteers for at the event?
Exactly. Like Victoria was saying, was talking about like the needs of the different volunteers, right? Like customer interaction. For those bumblebees that love to go ahead and talk to different people and love that like person-to-person interaction, we can go ahead and put them in information booths or have them be in areas where they're more customer prone, right? Where they see a high level of people that come over to them. Maybe they're asking them questions where something's located or what time a certain panel is going to pop up, for those people that want that kind of interaction. For other people that want it to be a little bit more calmer, we have a security team that we also have, and we just have different areas. And especially like Victoria was saying, this is a great opportunity, especially for Salt Lake Community College campus students, to go ahead. They always, I notice that they want to be a part of something, and usually it's part of something bigger than them, right? We always want to interact with the community. Sometimes we don't know what to do, and this event allows them to be part of something big and part of something that's going to create memories for families and people from our community for a lifetime. So no matter who they are, no matter what their interests and tastes are, they can always come over to us, and we'll put them in a certain designated area that fits their needs and their wants.
Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I like how you framed it. Like it's for a college student, it gives you that opportunity to be a part of something. It's kind of like a movement.
Exactly. And people that are like, wanting to put something extra on their resume, they're always looking for extracurricular activities, whether they're on the student body council, whether they're part of another group like DECA, or, they just want something more and want to be involved in something. They can also put it down because per capita, we're the largest Comic-Con in the world, but in the States, we're the top 3.
Oh, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's some information for you guys. So another question, Victoria, so as a volunteer, what advice would you give to new volunteers?
The main advice I would say is just have fun with it. Just go in with a positive attitude. And yeah, you're going to have to do some work. Obviously, it is volunteer work. But overall, it's just a great experience. It's a time you get to go and have fun and meet new people and just have a great time. And go in with that positive attitude and you'll have a great time.
Awesome. So, like, just to maybe paint a picture for anyone that's listening, what was your favorite, or what has been your favorite memory from volunteering?
I have a lot of great memories from volunteering, but I would say one of my favorite memories was one of the first years I started volunteering, and I was just doing customer interactions, and I was helping out with this family, and there was this adorable little girl dressed up as Batman, and she, when I was helping the family, she just came up and gave me a great big hug and said thank you, and it just made me feel so great, and it made me feel like what I was doing was important.
Oh, that's awesome. So, Ro, I know that you're a staff member, so, like, what is your favorite part of the event, or what do you like about the event and enjoy?
You know what? I'm really weird because I don't know a lot of the celebrities, like, off the top of my head that come through. I'm usually in the meetings Googling them and wondering where they're coming from or what shows they've been a part of. But what I love to do is be a part of a team that puts together an event and has a whole bunch of people come. We have, like, thousands and thousands of people come. Even our smaller show does about 50,000 people. Our larger show in September does about a little bit over 100,000. So we and we're still in our infancy, we're still growing. But my favorite part of the event is, like Victoria said, just watching these memories unfold in front of people. For some people in our community, these celebrities mean a whole big deal to them. We had a veteran who came, who was in the audience while he was looking at the panel of Star Trek, and audiences can go ahead and they have the opportunity one by one to maybe ask a couple of questions. And he was in a wheelchair. They wheeled him up, and he kept telling them. Obviously, he'd been in some kind of accident, and he said, when I was overseas, I was in an accident, and the only thing they had me watching while I was in the hospital were your episodes. They would just constantly be playing Star Trek. And he said, but that allowed me to take my mind off of what was happening to me. It let me escape for a little bit, and it just kept me going because I kept wanting to see what was going to happen. So, and like the ballroom is almost in tears, and the celebrities on stage were so moved that they got off the stage and they came over to him and they gave him a great big hug. And it's little things like that, because I know how much these things mean to people, and they might not have an opportunity if we didn't bring the event to Utah. So that's my most favorite part of the event, or the memories that people are able to create because of what we do.
Wow, that sounds amazing, and it sounds like that really touched him, and the fact that he could, meet someone that touched him and helped him out through his life, that's great. I think that's kind of what, you were saying about ComicCon. It's an event that can basically set a memory for a lifetime. So we are about to end, but I do have one last question for you guys. If you could think of like a motto or a type of quote, either one of you guys can take the question, what would you say it would be for this event or for volunteering?
Well, I would go kind of with like what Rose said, and I would say it's all about the little things at the event. It's all about making people smile, and I think that's the best part about being involved in this event, and it's the best thing that you get to go home and you just feel so great about yourself because you can think, wow, I made this one person smile today.
Exactly, and we want to also mention to everybody that does come out and volunteer, we have some free swag for you guys, yeah? Because you devote all your time and stuff to us and all your energy and your talents. When you go ahead, and it's super easy, they just go to our website, they click on the volunteer tab, they fill out the information, and then all of a sudden, we'll see what the information they put down and what questions they answered, and we'll put them in a designated area, and then they'll get training, and then, they're pretty much set after that. But when they come to check in, they get a really cool bag, they get an official Salt Lake ComicCon volunteer shirt, they get a collective pin that they have, so each and every event that they come to, they get a special pin. So by the end, they have all this flair that they can always go ahead and, it's like a badge of honor. I've survived, 5-6 cons at our event. They get a water bottle usually, and then there's like 2 food vouchers per day, because we know that they get hungry and stuff. They have enough breaks, and they are able, on their breaks to go around to the convention center and, be able to participate and enjoy the con, not just work the con. But, there's also special perks when they do volunteer. So everybody out there, if you guys are interested, or if you have already, come back to us and be a part of something big and help make some memories for people in our community.
Oh, that is awesome. So, of course, college students love free swag. So I'm quite sure you got a lot of college students right there. So, guys, if you are interested, we will leave all of the information under the podcast on our website. Once again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.